hydroponic city. Y'all sound stupid, it's a war on it, taking the natural food was given. And seedless foods, y'all get mad, all the credit, knowing the power of mama nature, y'all gon' regret it. Talking about all the plants not to eat, calling them hybrid, what about dairy, eggs, honey, and meat? Y'all
yeah, we out here.
out here.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's be RaNature.
Any beat.
Hey, just out here among the trees in the sun, feeling the breeze, feeling good, and wanted to do our little video on our thoughts about Dr. Sebi,
That guy.
the list,
That
and
list.
just trends in the way that individuals follow, you know, what's given to them, and without questioning self, source, or, you know, any of that. So, oh man, this could go so many different ways, so I'm trying to keep it centered in one thought. But, you know, we talked about a whole lot about how, you know, Dr. Sebi being the internet guru, sorta, you know, because it seems as if, the reason why I say that, because it seems as if he came on the scene when the internet came about, you know, and it's not
When that particular trend came about.
Right.
On the internet.
and the trend we're speaking about is like vegan, or, you know, and things like that. And then along with that came a list of specific foods that you are supposed to eat, and
But the list was changed so many times.
yeah, it's always being changed, it's always stuff being added, taken away, and then and the thing is, it's a lot of what's not on the list. People are, oh, we can't eat that, it's not on the list, you know, and so it's changing the minds and the behavior of people, and it's getting away. What it's ultimately doing is getting the people away from being their natural, original selves. You know, strictly eating of the land, eating what naturally grows out of the earth, and not so much on, I wonder if this is on the list, if this is, you know, just, and so one, for example, pumpkin seeds. I just seen this yesterday when we were out, and pumpkin seeds, so-called, the video was titled "No Garlic," no, Dr. Sebi's reasons for no garlic, no pumpkin seeds. I believe that was the title. And I personally just recently had an experience with pumpkin ourselves. Okay, we got a pumpkin. I never brought a pumpkin really in its original form, like a whole pumpkin, but we got one. We didn't buy it. They were throwing it away, so we was like, no, don't throw away the pumpkin, let's get it. So we cut the pumpkin open, and I'm thinking that the pumpkin has like fruit in the inside, the soft fruit, kind of like when you cut open a potato or an apple or something like that. But instead, the pumpkin is just hollow and it's full of seeds. So sitting out here in the trees talking, actually experiencing the pumpkin, it's like I came to realize that the pumpkin itself is provided to us for the seeds. And there's so many seeds in there, and the seeds are plump, and you can eat the shell, you can eat the seeds with the shells on them, or you can take
And
the
they're
little,
good too.
and they're so good, and you take the little green part out and you eat them, and it's like, oh, it's so good, it's so good. And it's like, well, wait a minute, the pumpkin was given to us for the seeds itself. Just like pecans grow on the tree for us to eat the pecans. You know, so on and so forth. So many others. We really would have to make a list. And that just brought, we might have to do a part 2 and actually make a list of things the way they grow naturally. But stick it to the pumpkin. So then we cut the pumpkin out here on this land that we're on right now, where you see, and right behind, right here, a seed fell. I didn't think nothing about it, you know, didn't plant the seed, it just, a couple of seeds fell, not just one.
Yeah.
And a little while later, we noticed that this beautiful pumpkin sprouted out of the ground, and now we have a whole pumpkin vine growing naturally. Beautiful pumpkin, naturally, didn't do anything to it. We didn't plant it, didn't till the soil, didn't go get dirt from the store, didn't put fertilizer, none of that crap. It's just growing abundantly by itself beautifully. So how can you say that something, a seed, just taking a pumpkin for example for this discussion, and say that it is not good for you, but yet that seed is clearly producing a whole nother plant? This is not a genetically plant that's growing inside of a building, which, no. Man did not manipulate this plant and put it together and make it grow. It's growing naturally in its most natural state. And if we were here to see it within a year's time, that plant is going to produce pumpkins all over the place where we're at right now.
Oh yeah. And along with pinto beans that we just grew out in mango. And we got plenty more probably growing out there because we throw seeds everywhere.
All of our seeds we throw. The apples, Fuji apples we eat always have seeds. I just had one. I just literally just tossed it behind me, full of seeds.
And let me add in there is that, you know, everybody going around, you know, talking about hybrid. Fuck is hybrid.
What is hybrid?
And you know, oh, don't got no seeds this, don't got no seeds that. But you got to realize that, like when we talk about potatoes,
there you go.
Sweet potatoes, they are the seed. It's just like that pinto bean right there. It is the seed. You know, and it's amazing how out of this pinto bean a green plant come out. It sort of remind you like a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. You know what I mean? Just looking at it in that perspective, but just because it doesn't have a seed doesn't mean that it's so-called hybrid. It's not alkaline. Doesn't mean that man created it or manipulated or engineered it in any type of way. It doesn't mean that though. I mean, most fruits, most herbs, most beans or grains, or the seed. You put it down on earth, it does what it do. It grows. It produces. What grows out of Mama Earth is for you. It's not, oh, this not for you, that's not for you. What I encourage you to do is listen to your own body. Listen to your own body. Just like for years we've been growing up and they've been telling us, okay, certain berries, it's snake berries, don't eat that, it'll poison you and die. Those same berries and stuff we still eat. There's fruits back here that ain't even listed anywhere, and we just taste it, and they actually taste good. We don't know the name they call it. We never even seen it, and well, they ain't growing right now, but when they was, we taste. We listen to our body. We didn't get sick. All the stuff that they tell us not to eat, we eat, and we didn't get sick. Again, you know, I used to, growing up, climbing trees, getting oranges, different type of oranges, and one they talk about most is the neighbor oranges. Then the neighbor pretty much is the seed. It regrows out of the neighbor. Like, but see, you have to actually be out here to notice it. You can't just be sitting online on the computer following people just came about, don't even have no type of history or how they grew up or anything like that. They just automatically just appeared online. But you don't see none of these people out here daily walking around. Everybody following Dr. Sebi this, Dr. Sebi that. The dude ain't even look fucking happy. I don't even remember one time the dude like actually smiled. He looked like he drained, looked like he just low frequency energy fucking zombie walking. Was he really doing what he really doing? I really don't think so. This is all corporation. This is all sought up plan for that. They'll put somebody out there that's older because you would listen to him. Put somebody that's so-called black because you would listen to him, just like they did the president, so-called black or whatever, everybody following. So therefore you would listen to somebody that claimed that they did it for so long. I've been doing this for 7 years now, and I follow my own intuition. I listen to self. I listen to source. We're out here with nature. We're not against nature telling you not to eat this, not to eat that. Listen here. When you're talking about acidic and alkaline, all life period is alkaline. All what you would call death is exceeded, which is dead food. What you call food, which is dead animals, dead humans. You know, that's exceeded. But when it comes to fruit, even citrus fruits, when it comes to all these amazing fruit, lemon, limes, oranges, tomatoes, what doctors tell you not to eat, all of that is alkaline. All of that. If you want to place it in a category, it's alkaline. We eat all this here. We just made here. What's that, baby?
What, yesterday?
No, what we got right here.
Oh, what I was trying to open up, but it's too hot. Can you open it too while you're holding it? It's and all that's not on the list: ginger, turmeric, and cinnamon. Cinnamon sticks, natural.
Yes.
The whole ginger, real ginger, whole turmeric. And let's back up to like we were saying, the potato is the seed itself. What happens to a potato when you leave that potato sitting in the space for a certain amount of time? Thank you. That potato sprouts. All of a sudden, next thing you know, this potato got leaves and stems, and it's starting to grow its own stuff. This one potato is starting to grow. Now, if you was ever out here and actually did it, take that potato, go outside, even in your backyard, wherever you at, go put it in the ground. You come back, you're gonna have little potatoes.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, that plant is just gonna keep reproducing itself, The same with ginger. Ginger is a root. It doesn't have to have seeds because it is the seed.
See what y'all do,
sprouts.
y'all limit yourself.
Yes.
And the internet, the whole corporation help limit y'all
Yeah.
to where y'all look at, oh, well, it has to have a seed. It has to be a seed
or be on the list, or
how would it grow?
Approved, or not be a hybrid, or a so-called hybrid, or whatever hybrid means. Another one that got lemon against lemon. Lemon is one of the most supreme. Well, they all are supreme. They all of them are.
Lemon, lime, limes.
Right.
You know, and then y'all tripping. And I think lemon is off the list with lemon got seeds.
Yeah, but every lemon I ever had is full of seeds.
Key lime is what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, key lime is one you say. You know, and it's just ridiculous. The whole point is to limit you, to keep you in a shell, to keep you in. Okay, they think they gave you some knowledge. They think they gave you something. Now you expanded. Now you so-called extending. But
I bet you think that what they gave you was real knowledge.
But yet it's still keeping you hindered. They give you some herbs and say only these herbs, but don't tell you that any herb that grow out of the ground is for you.
It's for you.
Rather it's on a list, rather it's defined, rather it's discovered, whatever, it's for you. So they give you a little bit, but at the same time keep you hindered, keep you back. Now this was brewed over the fire.
Look how beautiful that color is.
That is gorgeous. I didn't even think it was gonna come out that pretty.
This is beautiful.
That is beautiful. It's so good. It got a little spice. It's warming me up. And then I'm out here in the sun, you know, and it's just like, whole combination together. But it's just getting away from these trends that keeping you limited and keeping you in one box. And saying that it's supreme information, saying that, oh, this is the only way that you heal. How about you can heal by not eating anything?
That's
nothing. Sitting
facts.
and eating nothing, your body is going to heal, because now you're going to starve off the so-called cancer cells. Now you're going to start off whatever disease or function or whatever is going, it's going to starve.
Yep.
The most you would do is drink water.
Yeah.
That would be it. Drink water. But because your body's still going to crave water.
It's better to not eat
than it is
the crap than to eat the crap.
Right.
Because the body will function better if you don't eat it. I mean, it's facts.
It is facts.
Like, you constantly putting disease in your body when you eating meat. Any meat that's on land, that's in sea, dairy. That includes your cheese, your milk, your butter, etc. Eggs. All of these from animals, you know, all of this is disease that you're putting in your body. So now, when it comes to this so-called list, and I see the same excuse that everybody give. Everybody got the same excuse. Oh, well, we're not able to get to this type of food.
That's because it's done by design.
Because it's done by design.
They're not going to have that food, supreme food, available to you.
Exactly.
Which is supposed to be growing naturally out here anyway.
Well, actually, it do grow all around y'all, but y'all just walk by it.
And
y'all
you allow
don't know,
them,
y'all don't
you
see
walk
it.
right by it, and you allow them to cut it down.
You know why? Because y'all look at a mango that's growing on the tree or orange that's growing on the tree as it's dirty.
Right.
It's not coming out of the store, so I don't want that. It's contaminated. It got bugs and stuff problem on it and all that.
And that is true facts, because where we are right now, mangoes grow naturally on the tree. I ain't never seen so many. I ain't growing on trees until I got down here in this beautiful tropical climate. It's so gorgeous here. It's so called December. Finna be the beginning of January, and we're sitting in the sun hot. I want to take off this shirt because I'm burning up. I want to take off these leggings because I want to put some shorts on, and I'm hot. But and in this tropical climate, and I remember going into the produce store. Now this was during the season when the mangoes were growing everywhere. I'm talking about everybody, just mango tree all over the place. But the one was in the store buying mangoes. And I'm like, why are you buying mangoes? If you go right here behind the store, it's a big old mango tree right there behind the store. But you would rather get it out of the store because it's controlled and you think it's better. But it's a whole
mentality.
Yeah, and the same with coconuts. Coconuts grow everywhere. I have yet to see, since I've been here, and we're outside every single solitary day. We don't go inside. In fact, for the little bit of time that we got to be out inside, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. I've never seen one person pick a coconut off a tree.
Nope.
I've never seen anybody get on top of and get a coconut off the tree. And
it's
they're
like we're
everywhere.
the only one do
We're the only ones I ever seen to go get coconut. And they're growing all over the side of the road. They're growing here. The one spot I seen them pull coconuts was the city.
And they just threw them away.
And they threw it away. They only picked those coconuts off that tree because it was over a parking lot.
Yep, and cars
parked underneath it. So they want to cut all the coconuts off. Next day we came, all of them was gone. And nobody went up there to pick them because this tree was one of the highest trees.
Yeah.
So it had to be in the city. So that's the only time they think about the coconut.
See, y'all don't recognize and acknowledge the beauty that's around y'all. Everybody's trying to get out and want to go here and go there instead of recognize the beauty that's all around you. You know, show respect and show love to all the plants that's around you, the plant-based eating animals that's around you. You know, you don't have to see beauty by just clicking on the TV or clicking on your internet and looking all in the so-called tropics or whatever, tropics, and oh, well, that's beautiful, that's
so beautiful.
Beauty is all around you. You will see that there if you notice the beauty within yourself, if it's there. You know, and that's just simple. Like, okay, let's get back to the list situation with your Dr. Sebi, with your food guru. That's designed to, well, once they get in your mind, which they got in your mind, don't eat this here. So therefore, you would say, and your excuse would be, well, if I can't get to this or get to that, then I might as well just stay eating meat. What's the point? If this here bad for me and that bad for me, which grows out of Mama Earth, then I might as well just go back to eating meat. And that's exactly what that's leading most of y'all to. Why you think the list continuously changing? Because it's meant to aim y'all back towards eating meat, eating dairy, eating eggs or whatever. This is corporation. Why you think this dude only came about online or whatever? You never seen him on TV anywhere. You never seen him in a movie anywhere, but he's so-called doing this and so-called doing that. And it's just like a lot of more that's on the internet that's everybody ciphering around, looking at and stuff like that, regurgitating what they saying and shit like that. Look, man, you your own being, you have your own mind, you have your own intuition. That's what you should listen to, and that's what you should use, you know, because this is really deep. This is really deep. Like, this dude is completely corporation, just like vegan. Vegan is corporation. Plant-based is natural living, and that's the big difference. Don't mix vegan and plant-based together and don't look at them like they're the same. No, they're not the same. Plant-based is strictly plants. Vegan you go in the store and you pick up a vegan product, it got natural flavor and it got all the other type of ingredients, which is chemicals and animal, because animals are in natural flavors. Dairy, honey, eggs are in natural flavor. That's why it's labeled natural flavor. You got all these ingredients up here and then it say and natural flavors. Because in natural flavor can be natural egg flavor, natural milk flavor, natural cheese flavor, natural meat flavor, all has their own natural flavor. So just because it say vegan, it still has meat, it still has all this in it. So a lot of you ones that's claiming vegan, we don't claim vegan. It's plant-based with us. We're just strictly plant-based. We eat strictly plants. Even if you see a product that say plant-based on it, because now I see the corporation now trying to add plant-based onto vegan, but plant-based is strictly just plant-based. If you really use your common sense, it's just strictly plants. That's why it's plant-based. You know, vegan, what the fuck is vegan? Vegan comes from vegetarian. They got that from vegetarian. They shorten that. And for, you know, the ones out there that, you know, I guess I'd say, well, want to be so-called, you know, just speak a little about compassion, because when you look around, you know, most ones that claim vegan don't really speak about compassion, empathy, love for other beings, not even the planet, not even itself, really.
But that's
it's all about health.
Topic,
but
man. The last point I wanted to put on with the Dr. Sebi is that it also creates confusion with natural foods. So everybody argue about what fruits and vegetables to eat, but no one is arguing over just not eating meat or eating the dairy at all.
We don't even
just
see
eating
that.
all the fruits and all the vegetables. You want to fight over, no, this banana, it's only supposed to be burro bananas, not the regular bananas or it's only supposed to be
Different
red
names.
seeded grapes, not the green grapes that don't have seeds, or this grape that don't have seeds. You know, now you fighting over grapes to eat.
Yep.
And you're fighting over bananas, and it's missing the whole point. You're fighting over fruits and vegetables when they're all different varieties. The banana tree that we have is right across the street over here. It's growing wildly. It's not controlled. I don't even think the city really sees it. It might see it, but probably just leave it alone. And the bananas we got off of this banana tree didn't have your necessary seeds inside of them.
Y'all.
But it's growing wildly, it's growing abundantly. No government didn't plant it, no scientists, no whatever these people are that's creating this so-called fruits and vegetables and stuff, they didn't put it, it's growing there naturally. So we have to get away from fighting over grains. Oh, not this grain, this grain. Not this type of rice, this type. You know, not this bean, not this seed, this seed.
See what it is with, let's use watermelon in grapes for instance. Like,
yeah.
Okay, just now you see the same grape grows on the vine. It don't have seeds, but it grows on the vine. The ones that have seeds grows on the vine. Watermelon, all of them grows off the little vine. Now, whether it has seeds or not. Now, the only difference can be is that they're being tampered with by spraying what they're spraying on it,
and making them grow faster.
Yeah, but it's still real.
It's still real.
It's still from the earth. So whether they do that or not, it's still safe.
It's still
to
safe.
intake it than to intake meat.
Right.
That is not safe and not for you at all.
At all.
Period.
See what's happening is when they're growing these watermelons, they're growing them too fast. So the watermelon is not getting the signal that I need to create seeds for myself so it can self-produce. The watermelon is like, well, I'm being grown falsely and fast, so I don't need no seeds, so let me just grow. And it skips that process. That's really what's happening. Is the fruits, and they're not getting their natural signals back. But also, what you should be paying attention to, just like humans, the same exact way, paying attention is that your produce section, especially in stores like Publix or Walmart, notice everything is in plastic now. Notice everything, it's only a small little section where the fruits and vegetables are out, but everything else is packaged. It's in plastic, it's in containers. That's your real things that you should be giving attention to, that it's more and more being controlled, more and more being going through factories, more and more being processed.
Now check this out. And here's a question for all y'all. If it was a woman that's getting all this information now, wouldn't you listen to her when you follow her? I don't think you would. You know, it seemed like all these men or whatever, just
men,
like in the Bible,
gurus.
whatever, it seemed like all these men is the so-called leaders that everyone follows. But there's women out there that's actually deep in going into this stuff, but no one listens to them. But you rather follow behind the man. See, the thing is, y'all are giving men too much credit. Y'all are giving them too much power, saying that they're more powerful than nature and they're correct than nature. No one can correct nature. Nature is self-sustained, self-sufficient. On Mama Earth don't need you.
She doesn't need you. You need her.
We need her. She doesn't need you. She was existing before you even came about in the physical form.
Right, and still will be.
And still will be. So you cannot destroy the earth. You cannot destroy this physical and spiritual plane at all.
So, yeah. But that's all for right now about this Dr. Sebi. We'll have to come back with a part 2 because it really just keeps going and keeps getting deeper and the rabbit hole just goes further and further. We could really sit here and talk about it all day long. It really could just continue and continue. But for now, you know, powerwithnature.com. Check us out. We're revamping the site, new music, expanded levels of vibration available on SoundClick. Go check that out. It's be RaNature.
And
baby. Signing off. Yeah.
Don't just intake it because it say vegan and that's our reason. I grew up Eli foods off the trees, navel oranges, grapefruit lemons, and LIMEs, etc. They know shit about out the stores. Plant-based, going on 7 years and going my more. Reason, love, compassion, empathy for other beings. Y'all still talking about health on the trend.